Hello everyone, my name is Bailey Dawson, and today I will be discussing the importance of nutrition and physical activity for young women. When I say young women, I'm talking about ages 15 through 24. This is about high school to college age. This is a crucial age period for young women because you could be at any stage of life. Technically, you could be single, you could be dating. Some are pregnant or have already had children. Some are engaged or married. So this is a very important time for all that, to be conscious on what you're eating and how much you're exercising or being active. First off, I would like to introduce myself. I've already told you my name. My name is Bailey Dawson, 21 years old. I am engaged to be married, have no children. But I am young and I am a female, so I consider myself to be in this category of young women. Recently, I'd say about 2-3 years ago, I decided to really start thinking about what I ate and how active I was. And I never considered myself unhealthy or fat even. I didn't necessarily consider myself a fit person, but I didn't think I was a fat person. No. And so once I started digging into the importance of nutrition and physical activity, I realized there's some things that I could change to not only benefit my physical appearance as well as my emotional and even everyday life stuff, and so I'm going to start off by asking all you young women, do you consider yourself to be a fit person? Here I would expect answers like, I'm not a fat person, or I'm not a bodybuilder either, stuff like that. And then I would, ask the next question, which is how many of you consider yourself to be a healthy person? Here, I would start hearing probably, oh, well, I could be healthier, or I could do better. Most people would answer that question the same way. Well, the objectives for this seminar are, I would like for all of you to be able to explain the benefits of eating better, eating a nutritious diet. Also, I would like for you to list the health conditions that are decreased by eating better and exercising or getting active more. Lastly, I would like for all of the participants to be able to demonstrate 5 physical activities or exercises. First off, I'm going to talk about the benefits of nutrition. I'm going to ask the whole session, what are some obvious benefits to eating better or eating healthy or eating a more nutritious diet? Here I would expect answers like weight loss or staying toned, maintaining weight. Honestly, all those things are great, but that's not all. Eating better also consists of maintaining energy levels and even increasing energy levels. So, sometimes when you feel that, I'm just tired, you might not be. You might need to look at what you're eating, because it's what you eat is really important to how you feel. And going with how you feel, moods. If you eat better, you increase better moods, and that's one thing that I think everybody can, benefit from. Not just yourself, but the people around you. If you're in a better mood, you're more than likely you're gonna be more productive. That's the word I'm looking for. Next, PMS symptoms. That's a big one for women. I know myself, I have that issue, and so if you pay attention to what you eat, you could honestly decrease your symptoms. A big one right now for finals is combat stress. If you really pay attention to what you eat and you put in good stuff will come out, and so paying attention to what you eat can help with your stress. And lastly, of course, it does make you look and feel better. So that's what everybody wants, especially young women. Next, we're going to talk about, which is also a benefit of eating better, but also getting good physical activity, is the health conditions that are decreased when a young woman or any individual eats better and stays active. And those health conditions include heart disease, stroke, obesity, diabetes. That's all I can think of right now. Heart disease, I said that. High blood pressure, that's another big one. And so all of those things, and there's more on the list that can be decreased. The risk can be decreased, and even if you have those things, you can better that, and sometimes even get rid of it. So, what are some examples of physical activity or exercises? Here I would expect, off the top of people's heads, sports. That's always a big physical activity. And of course, the whole going to the gym, or running, or on the track. Those are all great. They really are. They are physical activity. They're not wrong. But as young women, we have to find fun things to do that isn't necessarily labeled as activities. Physical activity. You can call it activity, but when you put physical on there, we're just like, oh no, I'm not putting everybody in a box, but I'm just saying I can relate to that. We as young women need fun stuff to keep our attention, and I think it's important for us as young women to make our hobbies become some of our physical activities. I don't think people realize that physical activity doesn't necessarily have to be exercise. You don't have to call it that. It can still be it without you calling it that. And so certain things like horseback riding, that's a big one that I didn't really, think of as physical activity, but it really is. And that's something that some people do every day. And if you did it more, it would be considered physical activity. Dancing, just turning on music in your room and just dancing it out, getting your heart rate going. I'm trying to think. You can even do ballroom dancing. Go to a class. You can go to a gym and do Zumba and stuff. You can even order the disc online. But yeah, that's about it. Exercise and physical activity doesn't have to be boring and the old running on the track or treadmill. We're going to the gym, and as young women, we sometimes dread the gym. Depending on where you are in life. And I just know that when I first started going to the gym, I dreaded it because they call it the meat locker or something like that. You go in there and you're a woman and you don't have, a significant other. It's like, oh, new girl in the gym, and so everybody's eyes are on you. So I understand, and there's just so many other things you can do. You can go with friends and hike a mountain. That's another one. It's just, just try to make your hobbies be your activities, or incorporate more physical activity into your hobbies, so you're not really changing anything you normally would do, you're just adding to it. That's a good thing to do. Next, the learning activities. First, I would like for the class to create a 10 exercise or activity plan. So that could be 10 exercises and or physical activities. So like you can mix and match, doesn't matter. I just need 10 of either exercises or physical activities mixed and matched. And what we're going to do is we're going to write all that down. I'm going to give the class about 10 10-15 minutes to write all that stuff down, and then we're going to come back and we're going to demonstrate individually, at one at a time. We're going to demonstrate the exercises, at least one. And then you're not going to say anything as a participant when you're demonstrating. We're going to have the whole class try to guess what muscle groups you're using during your demonstration of the exercise or physical activity. I'm going to allow about 10-15 minutes for this to go on. And then we're going to move on to the next learning activity, which incorporates nutrition and food groups. I would like for the class to think about what they ate yesterday. And by what you ate, I mean everything. I want you to incorporate sodas down to the ounce, if you can remember in detail, like a candy bar, a Snickers, if you can remember you ate a whole Snickers, and they have those share size Snickers, if you can even remember that, put that on there. Try to remember, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. If you had breakfast, lunch, and dinner, write that on there. If you didn't, write that on there. I would like for this activity to show the participants how well they're doing or how nutritious of a diet they are eating. And then I would like for them to apply the My Plate food groups to their previous day journal, I guess you could say. And I want them to apply it and start seeing how they could better their diet. Lastly, I just want to say it's very important, for women to eat better and stay active, because first of all, not only does it affect you, it affects everyone around you. I mean, that's not important, but you can say it's not important because it's not a you thing, but I guarantee you people around you will be a lot happier if you eat better, because then your mood's better, and then you appear better to everyone else, and everybody likes that. They don't like being the person in the room that brings it down. They like to be the person that brightens the day. And so if eating better and staying active does that, that's something that I personally will be on board for. And I just, I hope that you understand the importance of nutrition and physical activity now and apply it for your life. Hope you start looking and feeling better. Alright, thanks.